If someone said they can tell you the future, will you believe them? Do you even think if it is possible to know one's future? Well, let's get one thing straight. We cannot 100% know what our future will exactly look like. It is almost near to impossible to know our future. However, there's a catch. We can predict what our future will look like based on the present situations, rate and type of changes and scenarios. Now, talking about what will be our future in the next billion years. There is no single definitive answer to what will happen to Earth in the next billion years. Rather, there is a jumble of information concerning what our planet, humanity, and solar system may become in that unfathomable time. Obviously, there are many hypotheticals. For example, it's impossible to say how much longer mankind will endure. However, evidence backs up many of these claims. For example, the star Betelgeuse will explode into a supernova in 1 million years, which everyone on Earth will be able to view with the naked eye, even during daylight hours. In 250 million years, all of Earth's continents will be reconnected, producing Pangea Ultima, as some call it. Real-life lore goes over some of the additional details about what might happen to the place where we used to reside, even though we'll be gone for a long time. All future scenarios for Earth, the solar system, and the universe must take into account the second law of thermodynamics, which stipulates that entropy, or the loss of energy available to accomplish work, must increase through time. Stars will eventually run out of hydrogen fuel and will burn out. Many of the inner planets, Mercury, Venus, and possibly Earth, will be overwhelmed by the Sun, but not the larger planets like Jupiter and Saturn. The Sun would then shrink to the size of a white dwarf, with the outer planets and their moons continuing to orbit this tiny solar remnant. Long after the solar system has died, physicists predict that matter will disintegrate due to radioactive decay, with even the most stable elements breaking apart into subatomic particles. According to current evidence, the universe has a flat, or nearly flat shape, and so will not collapse in on itself after a limited period. Even immensely implausible events, such as the birth of Boltzmann brains, are possible in an indefinite future. Now let's consider what humans will look like after 1 billion years from now. That is an interesting question to consider. A few of these questions could be: will our descendants be cyborgs with high-tech machine implants, regenerative limbs, and cameras for eyes, as seen in science fiction films? Might humans morph into a hybrid species of biological and artificial beings? Alternatively, could we change our size, height, weight, or even our face features and skin color? Perhaps, as Thomas Mayland, Associate Professor of Bioinformatics at Aarhus University in Denmark, says, we could develop to be smaller so that our bodies require less energy, which would be useful on a densely populated planet. Living in a crowd is a new situation to which humans must adjust. There would have been a handful of interactions on a daily basis when we were hunter-gatherers. We may evolve in ways that help us deal with this, according to Mayland. For example, remembering people's names could become a far more significant talent. Over more recent history, during the last 10,000 years, there have been significant changes for humans to adapt to. Projecting 1 million years into the future is pure speculation, but predicting into the near future using bioinformatics is probably conceivable by combining what is known about genetic variation now with future demographic change models. We don't know, but human genetic variety is unquestionably expanding. Every year, 2 new mutations are discovered for every 3.5 billion base pairs in the human genome, according to Hodgson. That's quite incredible, because it means we're unlikely to look the same after 1 million years. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe to Explorified for more related content. See you in the next one.